58 shot dead in Las Vegas massacre.
"50 people killed at a gay nightclub in Orlando."
Massacre at Colorado High School leaves 13 people dead.
What do all of these events have in common? Guns. All of these events have been caused by people getting their hands on guns and causing disruption in communities.
Proceedings here, you asked all of the victims of gun violence to stand, and I hesitated. But honestly, I don't view myself as a victim of gun violence. I view myself as a victim of a maniac who happened to use a gun as a tool. And I view myself as a victim of the legislators that we had at the time that left me defenseless. So that's why I hesitated.
It is said that every day about 96 Americans die due to gun violence. And in 2017, nearly 40,000 Americans died due to guns.
The majority of viewpoints on gun control in America are negative, but there are still some positives about guns in America.
Guns have given jobs to over 250,000 people in the U.S. In 2017, 9.38 million people participated in shooting sports. Guns contributed more than $51 billion to the U.S. economy in 2017.
I got bad knees now, so I don't hunt, but I used to love hunting. My kids hunt. Like I say, they've made me money, you know? So, yeah, I'm all for them. I think if you can qualify for one, you should have one.
Quote from the Second Amendment states, "A well-regulated militia, being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed." This quote from the Second Amendment has stirred up a lot of debates and controversy about guns, considering how guns are being used in a negative way all around the country. Even when this amendment was created, it was already being used for no good.
People would use the guns to prevent their slaves from running away from them so they can continue forcing their slaves to do work. However, in the modern day world, considering that slavery has been out of our country for a while, people are using guns purely to cause disruption in communities in our country, which many believe should come to an end immediately. We believe that everyone has the right to own a gun, but we should be cautious of those with bad intentions and mental health illnesses, for that they can be unstable and can sometimes not be aware of their actions, which could lead to another incident involving guns in our society, adding to the already long list of events that have been in our country. The shooting that occurred in Thousand Oaks, California, marked America's 307th mass shooting in 2018. 93 of those shootings happened at schools, most of which had casualties. LA Times stated that from 1900s to 2017, 59% of the 185 public mass shootings were caused by people who were diagnosed with mental disorders or illnesses.
This goes to show that mental health illnesses play a big role in mass shootings in America.
So if they participate in treatment, if they recognize, first of all, that, okay, maybe I'm depressed or I'm anxious or schizophrenic or whatever it might be, and that they reach out to for treatment.
What are some mental illnesses that may cause a person to cause events involving guns?
I would honestly say, there's a lot of, probably most of them, most of the mental illnesses that we're challenged with could potentially bring violence. If you're depressed, if you're anxious, if you're schizophrenic and hearing voices or different things, bipolar, you get very angry, and so I think the majority of them, probably not all of them, of course, but there's a lot of them that definitely could involve violence and the use of guns.
This is why we believe that the process of buying a gun with people who struggle with mental health illnesses should be strengthened, because that will hopefully bring down the amount of mass shootings in America.